So this is our broccoli patch. As you can see, we've got some amazing big broccolis growing in, many of them. We've already had this is our second harvest, but if you can see all the beautiful broccolis. Over here is cauliflower. And again, we have some beautiful cauliflowers coming in. All these plants have beautiful cauliflowers. Like, look at this one. It's a perfect round cauliflower. And this is our strawberry bed. They're all covered so the birds won't eat them, but we've got over 100 plants in here. And here, wow, here's another perfect cauliflower. Gorgeous. Cabbages, red cabbages. And then in between is onions. So a whole row of cabbages here. Different kinds, purple cabbages, Savoy cabbage, regular cabbages. And these beautiful tall plants are fava beans. And we got the seeds from our neighbor, Mark and Robert.
A lot of them, eh?
Yeah, well, they're going to grow lots of beautiful beans, but we got and then we can save beans and use them next year. These are leeks. And then more cabbages. I went kind of crazy on cabbages. And then there's edible flowers at the end of all the beds. Now we'll go to the greenhouse. So this is our greenhouse. We are, and there's basil growing in here, and these are all Roma tomatoes. And they will be making for freezing and making sauces in the winter. And we're sharing this greenhouse with 5 different people. It's a group project with 5 people. And if you look at the end, we've got an experiment with some yam plants that was given to us by a wonderful friend, Trevor. Yeah, so basil and these are all Roma tomatoes. These are all canning tomatoes in here. So the rest of the garden is our that we just showed you with the cabbages, and this is the kitchen garden that is shared with our friend Kristen. So we farm this together, and these glorious plants here are potatoes. All of this whole row is potatoes. I think there's 5 different varieties. Do the narration. So underneath here is carrots and onions, and it's to protect them from the birds. At the ends here we have zucchini. So these are patty pan zucchinis, and then these are regular, they're called black beauties. And they're already coming in. We're already getting zucchinis. And this whole row is cucumbers, both pickling cucumbers and eating cucumbers. More zucchini plants. So this is all lettuce, romaine and butter lettuce and mixed lettuce. These here are daikon radishes. We've already harvested a bunch of radishes. These ones we'll leave to grow big. And then better on this side, Lair.
These lettuces going to go away?
What? Those are romaine lettuces, so we're going to grow them big. We'll grow these to like full size.
Oh, they're not going away.
No, they're not going away. No, they're going to romaine here. Very funny. So these are snap peas. You should get them from this side because you can see them better. They're all coming in beautiful. So these are edible pea pods. They're much more lush on this side. They're like these. You eat the whole thing. Mmm. We have a huge bounty of them here. They just need to get a little bit bigger. And then this garden is, these are greens we planted a long time ago, so they're ready to be cut down. So cilantro, pak choy, spinach. These are like mixed greens, kind of more winter greens, and arugula. As you can see, they're all going to flower. It's getting so hot. These are fennel, one of my favorites. Collard greens, Larry's favorite. And then more lettuces. I don't know what this is. Not sure what that is. But more butter lettuces. Can we go to the greenhouse over there? It's the last thing to do. Garden we had last year, which we're not using. All these beds are just put to rest. And this wildness is actually our kale bed that we're letting go to seed. We're hoping that it will self-seed. So these are all kale plants that we're hoping will seed themselves, and then we'll have kale for the winter. And here is our tomato greenhouse. So these are all eating tomatoes, beefsteak, many different varieties of cherry tomatoes. And then if you look a bit lower there, those are eggplants. That row is eggplants. And then we have peppers. There's a whole row of mini peppers and red peppers in here. This is again Kristen in our garden. And if you look over there, Larry, there's tomatoes coming in. So it's end of June and we're getting tomatoes already. So it's very lush, as you can see. It's been a very lush winter. Yeah, with all the flowers, these are all going to be tomatoes. There's some tomatoes in there growing already. Yeah, the last thing is our raspberries. You want to show it at that? This is our rhubarb patch that is now done.
What about the goats?
And you do the goats, yeah. So can we just finish the garden thing?
Okay, we'll just look at the goats for a minute. Oh, they're coming up. Sorry, we don't have anything to eat.
Going to show the baby too? I figured out they don't like mint. Okay, so the other thing is we have raspberries. And this is our raspberries right here. So they're going to be ready to harvest soon. Not ready to harvest.
Don't they have to be covered from birds?
These ones I think were pretty good. I think they didn't eat them last year. And then we have some, I think these are gooseberries and blackberries in here. And that's all we're doing from this garden. We can give the, here, we'll give the goats a little grass. Hi. Oh, ow, shit. There's a hole there. That's like flowers? Like flowers? Why? The mother always grabs everything from the baby. Okay, so this is our harvest today on June 26th. We have the last of the spinach right here. We have pak choi, which is like an Asian green. Collard greens. These are spicy greens. We're also at the end of these. Some cilantro, a little bit of mint. These are just coming in. These are snap peas. You eat them whole. And our beautiful cauliflower and the amazing broccoli. Look at that. We grew this. Kristen and I grew this. So that's today's harvest.